Alright guys, we're here in Çanakkale, Turkey, and unfortunately yesterday we didn't get to get out and record any because we had issues with our Airbnb, which is as you can see, we're packed up and we have left that Airbnb. We've booked another one. I did make a video of why we left that Airbnb if anyone's interested, but we're gonna head towards the Trojan horse that was actually used in the movie Troy with Brad Pitt. You may be familiar. The production studio, they actually gifted it to the town we're in once filming was completed, and so we are actually using that as a point of reference because our next Airbnb host is going to pick us up there. It was only like 15 minutes walk from where we are, so we're headed there now. I figured I would shoot a little video as we went along, and of course then show you guys the horse once we arrive. But it's what is it, Tuesday now?
Yes.
So it's Tuesday now. Rachel's leading the way, and we're just moving along these busy streets. The weekend lockdown had everyone inside, so now this morning everyone's out and able to get their shopping and their day-to-day done, so it's really hustle and bustle right now. But I do say the further you get away from Istanbul, the less likely you are to be solicited, unwanted. People just let you do your thing because it's not really touristy here, so these people aren't used to running out and like trying to bring tourists into their shop. People go to the shops because they know what the shops have and they get what they want and they go home, and no one's really bothering anybody about it. So that's nice. It's a bit relaxing. Heading down this avenue that takes you down to the port where the ferries are, which is actually where the Trojan statue is. It's a bit of a colder day today. I'm glad we put on our jackets. We've been leaving our jackets off. Sorry if that wind's kicking on us. Mike's coming out pretty hard, but figured I would show a little bit of this workaday in these shops that are here. Everyone's just going about their day like I was saying earlier. I'm pretty sure we're like probably one of the few tourists that are here, and probably without a doubt maybe the only Americans that are here. What are you gonna say?
I thought that guy fell on his bike.
Oh no, guy was hopping off the curb. Rachel thought he fell. We're heading actually to the we're gonna head to the tourist place, the little tourist office, to see if Troy's actually open, because we're near the ancient city of Troy, and we want to go check that out. But you know, everything's shut down, so we just want to make sure it's open, or at least see if we can go there, because I don't think it's like fenced in. Maybe we can just go there and walk around, but we'll find out. All right, I found this bus stop blocking this wind so I can talk and you guys can hear me. So just there was the tourist information booth. Here, let me show you here. It's basically just at this main intersection or square, as our host called it. And here's all the ferries. And the ferries go, you go ahead and butcher the name?
Across the way to Gallipoli.
Gallipoli.
Which I'm sure is incorrect, but that's where there's a lot of World War I monuments, World War I history that is there.
So there's the tourist office there, and the guy was very helpful. He actually gave us a pamphlet. He did inform us that Troy is open, and he of course told us that, you know, it's only open till a certain time and that it's only open certain days of the week, and he informed us about the lockdown and the curfews, which we have been and are aware of. He was very friendly. He spoke fluent English, and
It also told us where we could catch the bus directly to Troy.
So if you are here and you don't have a rental car, he has a map that'll show you where the bus is that takes you there. And actually, Rachel was just telling me that none of Troy was filmed in Turkey at all.
I don't think anywhere in Turkey, mostly in different Greek places on Malta and sound stages, of course, but none of it was actually here.
Yeah, so it's interesting that the production company gave the Trojan horse to this town. because there's actually, I think there's actually a town closer to the ruins than
There
here.
are not as big of towns, but there are towns that are closer.
So maybe because this was the biggest town in relation to the vicinity of Troy that they granted it here. But we're gonna head over there and we'll show you guys. All right, I'm using Rachel as a wind block. Thought there was a neat little cove, like a man-made cove here, where all these boats are parked. And you can see the ferries. In the background, there's a big tanker moving through. They move through here, I believe. Does it connect to the Black Sea over there?
No, to the Mediterranean.
And then that way's the Black Sea?
Yeah, you would have to go that way and then through Istanbul and then the Black Sea.
So yeah, this guy's heading into the Mediterranean. But just behind me is that horse there. Let's head over and check it out. I don't know if you saw that. I'll try to cover the mic so it's not so windy sounding. Looks like a few tourists over here taking photos, but there it is. Well, there it is. It's pretty neat, actually. I thought in the movie that was a cool representation of the way it would have looked, as they would have used broken parts of the ship and stuff that were destroyed. But pretty neat. It's got a few people around it snapping some photos, but not too many people. Let's see if I can get that light. Maybe that's better there. I'll walk around it. Sorry if the wind kicks up and is loud. I got to get one of these muffs for the mic so that it's not so loud. Looks like there's a little plaque over here, and I bet there might be some information in English. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, basically states a little bit of fact. But pretty neat, kind of neat little tourist attraction. I think it's cool. I think having seen the movie and then seeing this just here was pretty cool. Little model here of what they assume Troy would have looked like back in the day. I was asking the host when he brought us what this date is, and was it March?
Yeah.
So it was March 18th, and that was symbolizing the day they won the final battle for independence or something like that?
Yeah, that's the Turkish Independence Day.
That's Turkish Independence Day?
I believe so, yes.
Something like that.
I think that's what he said.
Here's the horse's butt. He actually had a penis, which is kind of interesting. They really thought of all the details.
Huh.
So yeah, we're just sitting here. Our host is supposed to pick us up here. I thought, what better place to pick us up than here? I think he's gonna be here in like 20 minutes. The ride I probably won't record much because we'll probably be talking with him, but once we get over to our new apartment, I'll make a video of that apartment, and then we need to go get groceries. So when we get out over in that area, it's only about 8 minutes from here by car. So I believe it's still the same city, which is Çanakkale. So we should still be in the same town, and we'll get some more views from over there. And then if you see past the basketball court, way over on the other side there is actually what I believe was a like a war memorial or a dedication to like soldiers or something like that. I forget exactly, but
I think that's right.
yeah, I think that's what it was.
And that's Europe over there.
That's Europe, and we're in Asia, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, that's the European side, and we are in Asia, on the Asian continent. We made it to our new spot. The guy did come and pick us up just there by the horse, and he was a polyglot, actually. So he spoke very fluent English, which was... I never expect anyone to speak English anywhere in the world that I go, except the United States and, of course, the United Kingdom. But when you do go places where English isn't the common tongue, it's very relieving to hear someone speak English, especially when you have experiences like Rachel and I, where you're actually out of the United States for, I think last year we were gone for 6 months, and maybe once or twice we had fluent conversation with somebody in English, so it's like super relieving to be able to use your own tongue. And of course things can be relayed properly and there's no miscommunications, but the guy was awesome. He came and picked us up. He actually had several listings that were open, and so he showed us each one of them, which was cool because since we were having issues with the cleanliness of our units, we told him that, and he said, don't even worry about booking. I'm going to come get you. I'm going to show you what I have. If you guys want to book with me, great. If not, I'll take you back to where I picked you up. And so I was like, that's fairly reasonable. And so he did pick us up. He did show us several units. We did agree on a unit. And we were a bit hesitant because it was a bit out of our price range. He was wanting like 500, and it was like 580 after all the service fees and stuff. We did come upon an agreement with him for a certain amount, and he was requesting that we pay in cash. We said we'd rather pay through the app just so we are more comfortable. He said, that's fine. He said, you guys pay me through the app, and then I'll refund you in cash the amount. We'll pay the full total, then he'll reimburse us in cash the amount that we actually did agree upon, which was like $420 for 2 weeks, which is more than reasonable if you do the math. But yeah, we've been trying to stay around the 350, 400 range, so he did accommodate us in that manner. But yeah, I'm going to make a video of this place. It's super neat. I'm actually upstairs, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you're interested, check out the channel. But we're going to go try to find a market real quick, and we'll throw this on here to give you guys a bit of our day, what we had to do to go from point A to point B to get some food to then be able to be comfortable here for the next few days. But we're going to head out now and check it out. Don't ever let anyone tell you that the Turkish people are not hospitable. We just got another ring on the buzzer. First, they didn't have any TV, which we said, hey, can we get some TV? He brought it immediately. Then he said, we're going to leave you alone. You won't hear from us for the rest of your 2 weeks. Then he rang the buzzer, and I'm like, okay, what is it now? The guy was bringing this little bag of fruits for us.
Look at this.
He brought grapes. He brought, looks like a nice pear.
Mandarins, apples,
bananas.
What
And
a thoughtful, kind man.
And that was all after he gave us a discount on the price, and we came to the agreement, and yeah, how awesome. Freaking awesome. But anyway, we're going to head out and go check out the store if you want to come along. It's so much nicer over here. It's so quiet and like not as hectic, and we're actually...
I think we were definitely overwhelmed being in, that's the downtown area.
Yeah.
And it's just, as most downtowns are,
Yeah.
it's just busy.
And from our room we can see the sea, and we're only even just right now like a block from the sea, and so we just have that nice relaxing, you know, beach vibe around here, just relaxed. Over there you could go to the harbor, but it was just that, just like more industrial, and there's actually not a beach and stuff. We've already passed a couple of veg shops, but we've opted to walk a little further to find what we believe is a bit more of a larger shop that'll have more of the things we need versus going to several different shops. But I'll spin the camera around, show you guys. It's just this main street that's kind of running through town, and then you can see, would you say that's the European side over there?
Yeah.
I guess you can't, oh, there you can kind of see the sea a little.
Yeah.
But it's way chill over here. All right, we found a market that's actually one of the larger markets that we've seen since we've been here, and so far we've got so much stuff in our hand cart that I might have to switch to an actual cart and get some bags to go. But we're gonna move around and check this place out real quick. Kind of neat, the different products you'll see. They got olive oil, goat milk, liquid soap. You ever seen that before?
No.
Pretty
Very
trip.
interesting.
Pretty pleased with our findings here in this store. It's, like I was saying, a bigger store than we've been seeing, and we've actually got so much stuff that I think we're just going to get this handbasket that we have and then come back tomorrow. Haven't seen Doritos this entire time we've been here. Too bad they don't have the delicious organic ones. All right, we just scored one of our biggest loads of groceries, and in fact we could have got more, but we try not to use the plastic bags because they charge you for them, and also because they are plastic. There's a little tractor going by, so we try to just fill our backpack up. That way we're saving a little bit of money and saving a little bit of plastic from being used. And the store is only, what, it was like 8 minutes or something? It was only 8 minutes away, So, you know, if we need to come back in a couple of days, no big deal. The only thing we didn't fit in our bag was these friggin' Doritos. That's pretty good. But we'll go back. We have the receipt. We'll see what the price was, and we'll convert it, and we'll show you what we got. And probably, I think we got a decent amount for a decent price, but we'll see. We'll see if it was a good price. We've been getting decent prices. I wanted to point out as we're walking along, these yellow bricks in the ground are what I assume from learning recently in a video that they're for blind people. So they would be able to feel the bricks under their feet and be able to follow the markings in the bricks. And there was actually, in an intersection, the bricks, they change texture and they have more like a little dot instead of a line to tell you that you're coming to like a stop. Pretty neat, and I've noticed that like everywhere we've been. So that's pretty neat that they're looking out for their visually impaired like that. Well, here's our lot from the store there. So I think, what was the total? $270 you said?
Yes.
And that came out to roughly $35. So let me show you what we got. First off, let me start by saying just this stuff is the sweets section. So usually we don't eat any sugar at all. But I'll be honest with you, with what's going on with the pandemic and stuff, like, I'd rather die of diabetes happy than die of COVID having not eaten these delicious treats. I'm just kidding, but we really have like thrown out our diet and stuff this year because it's just easier for us and less stressful, and I think it's always good to have some sweets for a morale booster. And I always feel like my sugar's really low because we walk around so much, so I don't really care. I don't care anymore. I'm eating the sugar. Yeah, I'm sure you're fine with it, aren't you?
I was fine with it years ago. I'm very glad he's on the same page with me now.
Anyway, so $270 that came out to so it was 270 Turkish lira, and that came out to 35 USD roughly. I think it was like $34.60. So we've got some sweets. These ones are kind of neat. They're like, check this out. They're dates, hazelnuts, peanuts, chicory root fiber, cocoa mass that's made of cocoa powder and cocoa butter, and chickpea flavor. I don't even know if those are going to be good, but I figured let's try it. And then this one's similar, but just with different flavors. So yeah, these are similar to those other cookies I've been posting that are super delicious, and these ones as well, so hopefully they're just as good. Sorry about that dog barking, guys.
Right, and this one was, if you remember our ferry that we took, they actually showed a video of these cookies being made in a local factory.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd give those a shot too.
Which was genius of them. They didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an ad with like a famous guy eating the cookies. They just showed us them making them in the factory, and I was like, oh my god, we gotta have those. So anyway, and then we got some sliced meats, turkey, and what I believe is a type of salami, and some cup noodles to have with the sandwich. Then we got ourselves a couple of things of noodles to make butter noodles, which we got some dairy there to make with those. Some instant coffees that are 2-in, what was it, creamer and coffee?
Yes.
And then a thing of, I think that's just like spicy taco, that word there, because those are peppers for sure. Some bread, we can make where's our cheddar? We found like an English type cheddar, like a traditional English type cheddar. So we can make some grilled cheese. We actually found some almond milk, which was awesome, and then we got ourselves some cereal to go with almond milk because we don't really do dairy, and then pack of eggs for the morning, and then we got this pack of Wiener Schnitzel. It's like a chicken. It's like I say Wiener Schnitzel, but it's like a chicken schnitzel. So we're gonna do like fry that with a little bit of oil in the pan with some cheese, and then we got ourselves some soaps, and we got some ground pepper as well because it's kind of hit or miss whether or not there's going to be like particular seasonings when you check into places. And then we got a 10 liter of water, which is awesome because that'll last us. We drink a ton of water, so that'll actually probably last us a couple of days. Plus we use it for tea and cup noodles and stuff because they don't recommend drinking the water out of the tap. And then again, too, also the guy brought us these fruits, which was just super awesome. And so with that and all this stuff, like we definitely got enough to sustain ourselves for a couple days. And
there's a veg market that's happening tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
just
thank you for reminding me.
Right outside, so we didn't get any produce or anything.
So that's
it's just over there.
Can you see it?
I
kind of, actually.
Like, kind of.
So the corner of this parking lot right here, where that taxi's about to go by, that's actually where they hold a veg market. And he took us to that other building that he has spots in, and he was like, the veg market's right here. So it's like right there, and it's tomorrow, right? You just said. So yeah, with that stuff, we have definitely enough to sustain us for a couple days, and we have. Where was I going with this?
Oh no, but I got something.
Huh.
Can I just take a moment to say how amazing these locals have been?
Oh,
I think they're trumping the Mexicans on the nicest people we've ever met culturally. For example, we were just in a store. People tried to talk to us, be friendly with us. The gentleman, they have like club cards, and of course we don't have one. So there was a gentleman behind us in line, and he offered,
yeah, it's like a discount card.
Yeah, for us to use his, which is just, it's really kind, and you don't find that kind of hospitality everywhere, and I'm very grateful to them for that.
And it's funny, we're moving further away from Istanbul, and I found that more people are speaking English to us. Right. But yes, we always try to greet everyone merhaba, in the Turkish term for hello. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. But most people get the gist when we say it.
Right. They know, and they appreciate it, and their faces just light up so much when you just say.
Sometimes they're laughing at us.
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes that's probably it too. Because I think they appreciate it.
It's because I think we realized we were asking somebody like teşekkür ederim. That's like thank you very much, but we were putting like emphasis on the R sound, so it would be like teşekkür. And then it's like teşek, like you put an emphasis on the sh sound. So I'm also probably butchering that, but yeah, it's really neat. Like just these people here.
We found that they are speaking English a lot more over here than we were noticing even in Istanbul, which kind of surprised us.
But yeah, it's really neat that they're willing to communicate with us in English, and it's very welcoming, and we certainly appreciate it. But we're gonna make some food. You got something else to add?
No, I was just going to say about how they don't recognize that we're from the United States
when
we tell them.
So Rachel was saying this to me before, and it's something we actually dislike, because when people ask, where are you from? We'll say, we're from the United States. And they're like, what? And like I said, we're from the United States. And the guy was like, England? So it's weird that they recognize United Kingdom, but not United States. So anyway, in the end, we have to say, we're from America. And they're like, oh yeah, for sure.
Right. And then of course they go into Trump or Biden.
Yeah, Trump or
everyone.
Biden. Which is interesting. Most people don't even speak English, but they always ask us that.
Right, and it's funny too, like if you're walking down the street, you hear Trump, Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Trump. So people are following what's happening.
We can't even escape it. So,
but it's interesting that we don't want to say we're American, because to us there's North America and South America.
Right. We think it's rude.
Right.
To say we're American, because to just call ourselves American like that, it's a large continent. So.
Right. And there's a North and South. So we try to say we're from the United States.
And nobody gets it.
But nobody gets it. So we're kind of forced
us to say we're American.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are you going to do?
It is
just an interesting thing to know.
Yeah. I'm definitely very pleased that we got those friggin' schnitzels. There was like 7 in there, huh?
Yeah, and it was like 10 lei.
Oh yeah, it was 10 lei for 7 of these schnitzels, which is breaded meat basically, but these are breaded chicken. And 10 lei is like roughly, like $1.25. Yeah, I'd say $1.25. But we're going to slap some cheese on those babies and enjoy this little meal. But I just wanted to show you how affordable, like something like just 7 pieces of schnitzel like that were only $1.25. I had to follow up. Look at these giant pieces of cheddar cheese. They are friggin' perfect for that those schnitzels. Look at this delicious golden brown. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, there's our finished product. We got some melted cheddar on our schnitzels there. Rachel's doing bread. Without bread, I'm doing a couple sandwich styles. And we are going to sit here and we're going to look out this window at the sea here, watch these ships go by, and then probably maybe rinse off and then relax and call it a night. But thanks for coming along, guys. I don't want this to go too much longer. Kind of ranted in as we went out on our day, but it was a fun day and it was a relaxing day for us because we were really uptight about the issue that we had at our last place, and now we're here and it's so spacious and and relaxing, and even just these two couches, like you don't even understand, like we haven't really even had a chair to sit in. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll make a video for the Airbnb too if you're interested. Check that out. But stay safe and stay sane out there, guys.